If anybody's looking for the PDF, there's a PDF out there. If you're looking for anything but Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teachings of All Ages, Manly P. Hall. If you haven't read that PDF, check it out. Proclamation process. Islam brother Kudro, give thanks for the work. Looking for a little light on the process. I've come across quite a few methods to put one's proclamation of nationality on the record with the county clerk's office. Being that's the case, I've been extremely hesitant to attempt to walk into the clerk's office to put my proclamation, which I received from Sheet Nature a while back, on the record based on the allowed types of documents to be filed on the record. I've been thinking hard on the best way to be successful at the first attempt so I don't keep going back there to file documentation. I'm emailing this because I'm ready now, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the idea is, remember that if you're going to the county recorder's office, and this is all in why we give so much honors to Noble Jwali, because he was preparing us for something that we didn't even know what we were being prepared for, right? When you go to that place called county recorder's office, know that that's a constitutional office. And as soon as you go in there and you start making demands of them that they are supposed to respond to positively, as soon as you start making demands on them, of course, intelligent tone and all that, right? When you start making demands on them and they're not adhering to your demands, know that they're colored. Know that between the time that Grand Sheik Nature and whatever other Moors went there and put their stuff on the record to now, they clamped down on stuff being filed and put on the record, because the history of people who come and put stuff on the record in that jurisdiction, they end up suing somebody around here, and we're not even playing with you guys on that level. Do whatever you want with your proclamation. You guys are Moors, you're a nation, do whatever you want. Oh, all right, cool. That's what it's about then. So if that doesn't work, then we go with the process that, the Moorish Heritage and History School teaches about making sure you send your proclamation papers to 7 quote-unquote international / federally accepted people. Not their office, but the actual individual of the office. Right? And then you do that because you try and go to the county and they're giving you a hard time there. And it would also help that if you write up an affidavit, right, a writ of error, outlining that you went to the county to put it on the record and that they denied it and all that stuff. You get your little thumbprints, you get your witnesses, and then put that in with your affidavits when you put them on notice. Because remember, that's also going to go to the international people who you're going to send to, right? And again, if people have any type of, we're talking about with birthrights. We're not talking about your nigger did something and then you found about this information and then now we're not talking about situations like that. We're talking about situations where you're a Moor and you get violated, right? Once you're out here, if you're violated, then you should be complaining to anybody and everybody who you could complain to with regard to the violations, especially international people, because at this point, at this juncture, right now, everybody in the world is trying to be humanitarian. In some way, shape, or form, people are saving dolphins. We were driving somewhere the other day, and I seen and I say driving because we were in somebody's work truck, just so no Morris, right? And I seen a sign about watch for the turtles or something, right? So everybody's on a humanitarian vibration right now. As Moors, we are humanitarian. You know what I mean? If we are doing more humanitarian stuff, less negative stuff would happen to us. Because that's just how the law works. But for the law to work like that, you have to cleanse your mind of the nigger energy, because remember, everything thought happens out here or happens in some type of other plane. So it's not wise to send your proclamation papers out, but you slip up and say black sometimes, or you don't have certain concepts right. So I would tell people, don't be talking about papers because you have court next week. Don't bring up no papers. We don't want to talk about papers. You got court next week? Go deal with your court stuff. Yeah, but I found out that it's not gonna work, bro. It's just, it ain't gonna work. How are you gonna handle it otherwise? Well, I'm just gonna go pay. Oh, so let's go pay. Like, what's the big deal? You've been paying. Go pay. Get these people off your back for the last time. Now put in some studying so that never happen again. Instead of go fight it, then get kidnapped and then blaming Moors. Oh, the Moors information because I went to RV Bay Publications and their card doesn't work properly because that lady over there, she's a prime minister of the Moorish whatever, and she said that those guys' cards not working, and then I used their card and I got kidnapped because their card's not right. Stupid people. Because this is birthrights. This is what's your mindset with this info. I tell you from the beginning, they're trying every weak mind out here. Everybody is getting it right now. Except those who have eyes to see, ears to hear, pineal throbbing like, you know what I mean? So, if the county court don't work, put them on notice. Because, you know what I mean? The Moorish Science Temple of America really supposed to be your county. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how crazy it is. Yep. Right. Oh, look at that. Peace, Cujo. I wanted to know why Sister Duria Bay stated on her show Real Moors Talk that the RV Bay Publications nationality card is not a real card, and that for a real one you must get one through her. She states that getting it from her is getting it from the nation, and that RV Bay Publications is just a company. I even asked Sailor Bay about it last summer, and she said that she has experienced this from her as well. So much confusion going on. Now, the confusion going on, the reality is that the confusion going on is from people really thinking that RV Bay is something other than a school. Just like Moorish Science Temple. School. How do you utilize it? You know? Because, schools got different departments. They deal with different things. And there's no department in RV Bay Publications that gives nationality cards. You know, because you go check the card, go online, go check, pull out the card, make sure you check front, back, side, bottom. If that says RV Bay on it somewhere, then you can say it came from RV Bay. If it doesn't say RV Bay on it, probably doesn't come from them. But you go to their site to get it. Okay, but where's it coming from? Well, the card says Morris Nation. So what are you talking about RV Bay cards? What do you mean RV Bay cards? What is that? What's a RV Bay card? They got membership cards that we don't know about? What do you mean? What's a RV Bay card? Right? If people would stop playing games, right? Stop trying to play big chief. Real recognize real. Humble yourself and recognize what's really good. Like don't get mad. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous about. Or just tell the truth. Or why are you telling people that, you know what I mean, RV Bay has nationality cards? You know RV Bay have nationality cards? That's an asinine statement. And that shows you the level that where she's at. Okay, so her card comes from the nation, right? Her card comes from the nation, but she has a concept that a publications company is giving nationality cards and then telling people that that nationality card is not real. And the people who do the quote unquote fake nationality card, their mentality is more pristine than the person with the national card from the nation. I'm riding with the bootleggers based on principles. I'm not going to go to the nation people if I know that they're corrupt and they're doing BS. Why go to them? Even if their stuff is good, why go to them? Right? So there's dirty Moors out here. And we tell you, we use Valhara Bay as an example, that she was calling herself queen in order to have some puffed up position, no different than somebody who called herself prime minister. Right? Whatever, supreme, whatever that they want to call themselves. And then not really, you know, telling the truth. Like you can't say, you know, RV Bay publication cards and then say that their card's not legit, but then the concept that the individual who says that they're legit has is that a Moor could be a U.S. national. A U.S. national, not a Moor, is a U.S. national. And people are going with that? Like that's legitimate? You tell me that that's not part of the sellout? They're not even being secret about it. Tell me openly. You're a U.S. national if you're a Moorish American. And you're riding with that? Crazy. Playing yourself.